Welcome to my rank desk.
Average or arithmetic mean. Average or arithmetic mean of two or more observations is the quotient on dividing the sum of observations by the number of observations. To find average of some observations, add the observations together and divide the sum by the number of observations. The quotient we get must be the average of the observations. We can use a formula A equal to S by N to find average of some observations, where A is the average of the observations, S is the sum of the observations, and N is the number of observations. To find sum of observations from average of the observations and number of observations, multiply average of the observations by the number of observations. The product we get must be sum of the observations. We can use a formula S equal to AN to find sum of the observations from their average and from their number, where S equal to sum of the observations, A is the average of the observations and N is the number of observations. To find number of observations from sum of observations and from average of the observations, divide sum of observations by the number of observations. The quotient we get must be the number of observations. We can use a formula N equal to S by A to find number of observations from sum of observations and from their average, where N is the number of observations, S is the sum of observations, and A is the average of observations. Let's practice some questions. Find average of the numbers 5, 3, 2, 8 and 10. Let's see how we can solve this problem. To find average of two or more observations, divide sum of the observations by the number of observations. The quotient we get on dividing the sum by number must be average of the numbers. Let's solve the problem. The numbers given are 5, 3, 2, 8 and 10. The formula to find average is average equal to sum by number. Let's add the observations together. 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 8 plus 10. Whole divided by number of observations 5. Add the observations together from right to left. 10, 2 plus 8 10, 5 plus 3 8, 10 plus 10 20, 20 plus 8 28. 28 by 5. Divide 28 by 5. 5 into 5, 25. Remainder 3. Put a point at the quotient and add a 0 to the remainder. 6 into 5, 30. 30 minus 30 equal to 0. Remainder 0. Quotient 5.6. That is 28 by 5 is 5.6. Thus, average of the given numbers is 5.6. Answer 5.6. Next question. If sum of marks of students in a class is 900 and their average mark is 45, find number of students in the class. If sum of marks of all the students in the class and average mark of each student in the class are given and ask for total number of students in the class, divide sum of the marks by the average mark. The quotient we get on dividing sum by number, we get total number of students in the class. Let's solve the problem. We know that the formula to find the number of students N equal to S by A. where sum is 900 and average is 45. You need not write this data, but keep it in your mind or mark in your question paper. Total number of students in the class n equal to sum of marks of all the students 900 divided by average mark of each student 45. That's equal to 90 into 10 by 45. Divide 90 and 45 by 45, we get 2 by 1. 2 into 10 equal to 20. Total number of students in the class is 20. Answer 20. Next question. A cover of pens costs rupees 375 and average cost of each pen is 12 rupees 50 paise. Find number of pens contained in the cover. Let's see how can solve this problem. Here in this question, total cost and average cost are given and ask for the number of items. To find the number of items, divide total cost by the average cost. On dividing the total cost by the average cost, the question we get must be the number of items. Let's solve the problem. We know that the formula to find number of items is n equal to s by a. And it's given that total cost s equal to 375 and average cost a equal to 12.5. You need not write this data, but keep it in your mind or mark in your question paper and follow the next step. Number of pens equal to 375 by 12.5. Now we shall convert the decimal fraction into improper fraction. 12.5 becomes 125 by 10. To divide a number by a fraction, we shall multiply the number by the inverse of the fraction. That's equal to 375 by 125 into 10. On dividing numerator and denominator by 125, we get 3 by 1. And 3 into 10 is 30. That is, total number of pens is 30. Answer 30. Next question. If average of 7, 9, x, 2 and 4 is 10, find the value of x. Let's see how can find the answer. To find the value of x, first add the observations together. Then subtract the sum from the product of the given average and number of terms. The result will give the value of x. Let's find the answer. The given observations are 7, 9, x, 2 and 4. And given that average of these observations is 10 and we know that the number of terms is 5. Also we know that the formula to find sum of the terms is s equal to an. That is the sum of observations including x and the sum we find by multiplying average of the observations by the number of observations must be equal. That is x plus 22 equal to 50. And x equal to 50 minus 22. That's equal to 28. Value of x is 28. Answer 28. Next question. If the average of 7, 3, 2, x plus 4 and 9 is 25, find the value of x. Let's see how can find the answer. Find the sum of observations on adding the observations together. Then we get the sum of observations including x. Then find the sum of observations on multiplying the average of the observations given by the number of observations. Then subtract the sum of observations including x from the sum of observations we get on multiplying the average of the observations by the number of observations. The number we get is the value of x. Let's solve the question. The given terms are 7, 3, 2, x plus 4 and 9. And also given that the average of these observations is 25. And we know that the number of observations is 5. And the formula to find the sum of observations is average into number. Let us add the observations together. 7 plus 3 plus 2 plus x plus 4 plus 9, which is equal to 25 into 5. Let's add x plus 7 plus 3, 10, 10 plus 2, 12, 12 plus 4, 16, 16 plus 9, 25. That is x plus 25 equal to 125. Then x equal to 125 minus 25. That's equal to 100. That is value of x is 100. Answer 100. Next question. The average of 5 numbers is 12, and on excluding one of the numbers from it, the new average becomes 11. Find the number excluded. Let's see how we can find the answer. Find the two sums by using the formula S equal to AN. The sum of the 5 numbers whose average is 12 is 5 into 12 equal to 60. Then sum of the 4 numbers whose average is 11 is 11 into 4 equal to 44. On subtracting the sum of 4 numbers from the sum of 5 numbers, we get a number which is the number excluded from the 5 numbers. Let's solve the problem. We know that average into number equal to sum. On multiplying the average of 5 numbers by the number of terms, we get sum of the 5 numbers. That is 12 into 5 equal to 60. On multiplying the average of 4 numbers 11 by the number of terms 4, we get 11 into 4 equal to 44, which is the sum of the 4 numbers. On subtracting the sum of 4 numbers, that is 44, from the sum of 5 numbers, that is 60, we get 16, that is a number excluded. Answer 16. Next question. The average of 5 numbers is 10. On excluding one of the numbers from it, their average becomes halved. Find the number excluded. Let's see how we can find the answer. In this question, it has given that the average of 5 numbers and average of 4 numbers. From this data, we can calculate the sum of 5 numbers and the sum of 4 numbers. On subtracting the sum of 4 numbers from the sum of 5 numbers, we get a number which is the number excluded from the group of 5 numbers. Let's solve the problem. We know that average into number equal to sum. It has given that average of the first 5 numbers is 10. So, sum of the 5 numbers is 10 into 5 equal to 50. Also, it has given that average of 4 numbers is half of the average of the first 5 numbers. So average of the 4 numbers is 5 and sum of the 4 numbers is 5 into 4 equal to 20. On subtracting the sum of 5 numbers from the sum of 4 numbers, we get 50 minus 20 equal to 30. 30 is the number excluded from the 5 numbers. Next question. The average of 5 numbers is 11 and on adding another number to it, its average increases by 1. Find the number added. Let's see how we can solve this problem. In this question, we have given the average of 5 numbers and average of 6 numbers. By using this data, we can find the sum of 5 numbers and the sum of 6 numbers. On subtracting the sum of 5 numbers from the sum of 6 numbers, we get a number which is the number added to the 5 numbers. That is, the sum of 6 numbers is 72 and the sum of 5 numbers is 55. On subtracting 55 from 72, we get 17. Let's solve the problem. We know that average into number equal to sum. And it has given that the average of 5 numbers is 11. And we know that on multiplying the average of 5 numbers 11 by the number of terms 5, we get 55, which is a sum of the 5 numbers. On adding one number to the group of 5 numbers, the average becomes 12 and the number of terms becomes 6. And on multiplying the average of 6 numbers 12 by the number of terms 6, we get 72, which is a sum of the 6 numbers. On subtracting the sum of 5 numbers, that is 55, from the sum of 6 numbers, that is 72, we get 17. Thus it is clear that the number added to the 5 numbers is 17. Answer 17. Next question. The average age of 30 students in a class is 9 years. If the age of teacher is also included, the average age is increased by 1 year. Find age of the teacher. Let's see how we can find the answer. In this question, total number of students in the class and their average age are given. By using this data, we can find the total age of 30 students in the class. When teacher is included in the group of students, the number of persons increased by 1 and their average age is also increased by 1 year. That is, the average age of 30 students is 9 years. When teacher is included in the group, the number of persons becomes 31 and their average age becomes 10. On subtracting the sum of ages of the 30 students from the sum of ages of the students and the teacher, we get a number which must be the age of the teacher. Let's find the answer. We know that on multiplying the average age by the number of persons, we get sum of ages of the persons. And it has given that the average age of 30 students is 9. So, the sum of ages of 30 students is 9 into 30 equal to 270. Including teacher, the number of persons becomes 10 and their average becomes 31. The sum of the ages of the new group becomes 10 into 31 equal to 310. On subtracting the sum of ages of the 30 students from the sum of ages of the students with the teacher, we get the age of the teacher. That is 310 minus 270 equal to 40. The age of teacher is 40. Answer 40. Next question. The average of 5 numbers is 6 and on excluding one of the numbers from it, their average remains the same. Find the number excluded. Let's see how can find the answer. Given that the average of a group of 5 numbers is 6, on excluding one of the numbers from it, the number of terms decreases by 1. And also given that the average of the remaining 4 numbers is 6. And we know that on multiplying average of a group of numbers by the number of terms in the group, we get sum of the terms in the group. On subtracting the sum of 4 numbers from the sum of 5 numbers, we get a number which must be the number which is excluded from the group of 5 numbers. Let's find the answer. We know that on multiplying average of a group of numbers by the number of terms in it, we get sum of the terms in the group. If sum of the group of 5 having average 6 is 6 into 5 equal to 30. And also given that on subtracting one term from a group of 5 terms, the number of terms becomes 4 and the average remains the same. Sum of the group of 4 having average 6 is 6 into 4 equal to 24. On subtracting the sum of 4 terms, that is 24, from the sum of 5 terms, that is 30, we get 6. That is the number excluded from the group of 5 terms. Answer 6. Next question. The average of 5 numbers is 6. And on adding another number to it, the average remains the same. Find the number added. Let's see how can find the answer. We have given that the average of 5 numbers is 6. So, the sum of the 5 numbers is 5 into 6 equal to 30. On adding one term to the group of 5 terms, the number of terms in the new group will be 6. And we have given that average of the new group is also 6. So, sum of the group of 6 terms equal to 6 into 6 equal to 36. On subtracting the sum of 5 terms from the sum of 6 terms, we get a number which must be the number added to the group of 5 terms. That is 36 minus 30 equal to 6 is the number added. Let's find the answer. We know that the product of average of terms in the group by the number of terms in the group must be the sum of terms in the group. That is, the sum of the group of 5 having average 6 equal to 5 into 6 equal to 30. Also, we have given that the average of 6 terms is 6. So, the sum of 6 terms is 6 into 6 equal to 36. On subtracting the sum of 5 terms from the sum of 6 terms, we get the number which is added to the group of 5 terms. That is 36 minus 30 equal to 6. Next question. A student has got 486 marks out of 12 subjects. Find his average mark. Let's see how can find the answer. To find average marks out of 12 subjects, divide the total marks acquired out of 12 subjects by the number of subjects. The question must be the average marks acquired out of 12 subjects. Let's solve the problem. We have given that the sum of marks acquired out of 12 subjects is 486 and total number of subjects is 12. And we know that average equal to sum by number. You need not write this data, but keep it in your mind and follow the next step. The average marks acquired equal to 486 by 12. Divide 486 by 12. 12 into 4 equal to 48. Remainder 0. As 6 is less than the divisor, put a 0 at the quotient. Again put a decimal point at the quotient and drop down 0. 12 into 5 equal to 60. 60 minus 60 equal to 0. Thus we get 40.5. That is, the average marks secured out of 12 subjects is 40.5. Answer 40.5. Next question. Find average of the numbers 21.6, 3.42, 7.24, 44.28 and 108.88. Let's see how can solve this problem. On dividing sum of the given terms by the number of terms, the quotient must be the average of the given terms. Let's find the answer. Let's find sum of the given decimal numbers. 21.6 plus 3.42 plus 7.24 plus 44.28 plus 108.88. Eight plus 8, 16, 16 plus 4, 20, 20 plus 2, 22, write 2 and keep 2 remainder. 8 plus 2, 10, 10 plus 2, 12, 12 plus 4, 16, 16 plus 6, 22, 22 plus 2, 24, write 4 and keep 2 remainder. 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 7, 13, 13 plus 4, 17, 17 plus 8, 25, write 5 and keep 2 remainder. 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 4, 8 and drop down 1. So the sum is 185.42 and we know that average equal to sum of terms by the number of terms. That is 185.42 divided by 5. 18 by 5 is 3 and remainder 3. 35 by 5 is 7. Put a decimal point at the quotient. 4 is less than the divisor, so put a 0 at the quotient. 42 by 5 is 8 and remainder 2. And 4 times 5 is 20. Thus the average of the given decimal numbers is 37.084. Answer 37.084. Next question. Find average of the numbers 2 and 1 by 2, 7 and 1 by 2, 8 and 1 by 4, 2 and 1 by 2 and 8 and 3 by 4. Let's see how we can find the answer. To find average of fractional numbers, divide sum of the fractions by the number of fractions. The quotient we get must be the average of the fractions. To find sum of the given mixed fractions, add the whole numbers together and add the simple fractions together. Then divide the sum by the number of fractions. Let's find the answer. We have to find the average of the given 5 mixed fractions. They are 2 and 1 by 2, 7 and 1 by 2, 8 and 1 by 4, 2 and 1 by 2 and 8 and 3 by 4. And we know that on dividing the sum of the mixed fractions by the number of terms, we get average of the given mixed fractions. Let's add the whole numbers together. 2 plus 7 plus 8 plus 2 plus 8 plus, now let's add the simple fractions. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 plus 3 by 4. On adding the whole numbers, 8 plus 2 10, again 8 plus 2 10, 10 plus 10 20, 20 plus 7 27. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 equal to 1, 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4 equal to 1, that is 1 plus 1 plus half equal to 2 and half. 27 plus 2.5 equal to 29.5. That is average equal to 29.5 divided by number of terms 5. Let's divide 29.5 by 5. 5 into 5 25. 29 minus 25 equal to 4. Put a decimal point at the quotient and drop down 5. 9 into 5 is 45. 45 minus 45 equal to 0. The quotient is 5.9. That is, average of the given mixed fractions is 5.9. Answer 5.9. Next question. Find the average of the numbers which are exactly divisible by 4 in between 12 and 39. Let's see how we can find the answer. Write the numbers in between 12 and 39 which are exactly divisible by 4. Find sum of the numbers. On dividing the sum of the multiples of 4 in between 12 and 39 by the number of terms, the quotient must be the average of the multiples of 4 in between 12 and 39. Let's solve the problem. We know that average equal to sum by number. Write the multiples of 4 in between 12 and 39 and find their sum. 4 into 4 16 plus 4 into 5 20 plus 4 into 6 24 plus 4 into 7 28 plus 4 into 8 32 plus 4 into 9 36 and whole divided by 6. That is, there are 6 multiples of 4 in between 12 and 39. On adding the terms, 28 plus 32 is 60. 24 plus 36 is 60. That is, 60 plus 60 is 120. 120 plus 20 is 140. 140 plus 16 is 156. Divide sum of the terms 156 by the number of terms 6. 6 into 2 12. 15 minus 12 equal to 3. Keep 3 as remainder. Then 6 into 6 is 36. 36 minus 36 equal to 0. Answer 26. Next question. Find the average of first 5 prime numbers. Let's see how we can find the answer. Write the first 5 prime numbers. They are 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. Then find sum of the numbers. Then divide the sum by the number of terms. Then the quotient we get must be average of the first 5 prime numbers. Let's find the answer. We know that average equal to sum of the terms by the number of terms. That is 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 11, the whole divided by 5. Let's add the numbers together. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. 17 plus 11 is 28. Then average becomes 28 by 5. Let's divide 28 by 5. 5 into 5 25. Write 5 at the quotient and put a decimal at the right of the quotient. 28 minus 25 equal to 3. Put a 0 at the right side of the remainder 3. 6 into 5 equal to 30. 30 minus 30 equal to 0. The quotient 5.6 is the average of the first 5 prime numbers. Answer 5.6. Thanks for watching this video.